This meditation falls onto the segment of Samatha Bhavana or Tranquility meditation, and the type is called Aloka Sanya Bhavana or meditating on the light symbol. The way to get about is to sit in a position suitable for meditation. First of all, make a resolution that during the time you are meditating, no external thoughts should intrude. Thereafter, take a few deep breaths, relax, and keep your body straight, especially the vertebral column and the neck up, and bring the mind up to the top of the head where the central nervous system is, which is just above the level of the eyebrows and a little behind. And this is the area that is generally called the area of the third eye, or in the Vedic terminology, it is called the Ajna Chakra area. So now, with the help of this area, you start looking at the picture in front of you, which is circular in form with various colors and a blank dot at the center. Enjoy looking at it for a while and then gradually try to make it a part of yourself. Get, get into a rapport with it and couple it with your in and out breath. Now, just say to yourself or just admittedly feel that the incoming breath is equivalent to the rising of the little waves that come up from the center. Then stay for a while and then they disappear. So the disappearance can be equated to the exhalation. So as you inhale, you take in oxygen, then they are for a while, and then you exhale and take out of the impurities in your system. In this manner, you can get the feel that as these waves come up, your body is getting recuperated, and as the waves pass off, you are getting cleansed and getting relaxed. Get into this feeling and then keep watching these waves come up and then go, and get yourself relaxed. Let this feeling be maintained at the background level, at a lower level, but you keep priority to watching this colorful event in front of you without allowing other intruding thoughts to come in. Keep watching this as long as you can. When you are in this, when you are engaged in this, certain changes take place within you physiologically and psychologically. Physically, what happens is uh, your body gets relaxed, your breathing slows down, then the mental energies that are dispersed in the areas of the five senses and the memory gets virtually benumbed, or more or less go into a state of half sleep, and then gives you a lot of power to advance with your powers of observation and concentration. In other words, the fine mental energy dispersed in your entire body and mind gets concentrated at the point of your meditation, on the point that you are observing. The symptoms are that you might get a feel that you are afloat, or that you may stop, your sense faculties might stop reacting to external stimuli, and you get a very fine feeling. This state is called a state of Samadhi or absorption. A beginner will take a little while to come to this state. it is worth trying and getting engaged into meditation. Now the mental symptoms, what you will observe when you come to the state of samadhi or tranquility, is that sometimes you might begin to feel the replica of what you are looking inside the mind, which will be like a glowing disk. Or sometimes you might feel like clouds or sparks coming up. This means that you are advancing. You can take advantage of this situation to move into a stage higher. What you should do then is to switch off watching this alokasanya or the light symbol, close the eyes and see the replica which is in the mind internally. Keep watching it as long as you can and observe that this develops, it grows, it slows down, it moves away from you. And then try to, if it moves away from you, try to bring it closer and then keep on playing with it. Also, you can, once it gets dimmer, you can sort of blink your eyes again and then get it. And then keep watching it. About this time, there's a chance that sometimes you might feel that a sense of vibration runs through your body, especially around the neck and the head. Don't take any notice of it. It will simply disappear as you keep on meditating. In this state of mind, you will notice that your attention has improved and your memory is improved and powers of recollection will become good. Then also your mindfulness and powers of discretion that come along with that are also working efficiently. And a situation like this is good for one to move on to vipassana or insight meditation. A person who has come to this stage will be a good all-rounder. He will do his meditation exercises well, as well as he will perform his daily task and conduct himself in the daily life with wisdom. He will not be moved by emotions so much. He will see things dispassionately and take the right decisions in the right way, which helps a great deal in his journey in existence or samsara. Since this is a good point to turn on to insight meditation, some simple methods of doing them are as follows. Now, after you have come into a state of tranquility and stayed in a state of bliss for a while, just reflect upon yourself for a while. Keep asking questions like, what am I doing? What is life? What is existence? Where am I going next? Questions like that. But don't take all at once. Take one topic at a time. Now the next step is to move on to higher philosophical review. There, the best thing is to take up the concepts of Lord Buddha's teachings, such as the Four Noble Truths, what is impermanence, what is non-self, what is cause and effect, what is existence, which means what is samsara, then once again come back to a review of dukkha, the Four Noble Truths, what is propelling us in our existence. Similar questions, but don't ask all at once, one at a time and go into depth. With a tranquil, dispassionate mind, in a state of equanimity, can see things much better than what you had seen before. one will be surprised as to how one can see one can see things vividly and in depth as never seen before. At this point, you can reflect upon yourself and the external world and the relationship between you and the external world and the interplay of various forces. The interplay of various forces that influence each other. Now look at the natural forces that conditions our existence and all of the universe. The forces of attraction and repulsion. Then the fixed laws of nature such as uh, Utuniyama, the operation of the weather conditions and the climate. Then Bijaniyama, the operation of germination of life. Chittaniyama, the operation of the mind, how the mind reacts to external stimuli and takes you around. Then the operation of klesha, kammaniyam, your taints, how the taints follow you and sort of push you around and guide you or obstruct you. Thereafter, thereafter dhammaniyama, or the operation of all phenomena, how the universe acts and what are the forces that propel and how they propel and what is the basket where all these six laws are contained in, like that. Also how the past influences the present and present influences the future and the sum total of the making of each individual and the groups all together, they are composite behavior, the inputs and the outputs. When one quietly reflects on all this, it dawns on him that all this is the working of the mind assisted by matter and consciousness. And all these put together is into one basket is samsara. And what is samsara? Samsara promotes existence. What does existence cause? Dukkha, suffering, hardships, discomfort, annoyance, conflict. Also there is some certain blessings and happiness in short runs and a mirage of distant happiness. But that realization of that you find it is an illusion. It is at this point that people get disgusted of existence and look for a better alternative. It is then only they look around for great philosophers like Lord Buddha who showed the way to cessate suffering and find an alternative of non-existence, which is called Nibbana.